Hello everyone, a while ago, I ended up selling my Fuji 16-55 2.8, the red badge lens, mostly because I thought while it was really, really good, I thought it was also a little bit too big and heavy, just something I didn't want to lug around. And so I had all these other prime lenses that covered the whole range, so I figured I'd just sell it. A year or so later, here comes along the Sigma 18-50 2.8 contemporary lens. And I've totally got to admit that the 18-50, using it for a while, makes me miss that middle zoom range. So thanks Sigma for sending me the 18-50 to check out. I do want to say that even though I have to send the lens back to Sigma, I'm immediately going to order another one because I don't want to be without the 18-50. Let's look at why. First of all, let's start with the build quality and the feel of the lens. This is really light for f2.8, and when I first got it, I honestly thought it was going to be one of those lenses that sounds good on paper, but it's not going to give us really good real world results because it just felt really light, and for f2.8, I wasn't expecting that. And it doesn't look good just on paper, it's actually good in real life, because while the Sigma is not built like the tank of the 16-55 from Fuji, it punches way above its weight class. Using it is great. In operation, the focus is fast, it's silent, it's accurate. Through a few thousand shots in the last month, I can say that I'm seriously happy with autofocus, which has mostly been casual photo walks and family photographs. The busy season for all that stuff is past, but I'm looking forward to using this in the future because I think it brings me a lot of confidence knowing that the focus is going to match up with the camera and it's going to be able to get the shot I need. The only thing that gave me pause for a little bit was the direction to move the barrel to zoom. It's opposite of what we normally have in Fuji zooms, but that's just the way it is. We have to kind of get used to stuff like that, but it's a little awkward at first. The full frame focal range of 27 to 75 covers a whole bunch of ground. This means you have a lot of versatility in one lens and one body. I forgot how much I love lenses like this that gives us the ability to tell stories in one small and light package. We can do a range of wide, medium, and close focal lengths, all without moving our feet, and it's one of the reasons these medium zooms have been so popular for such a long time. And a seriously big bonus for me, one of the standout features of this lens is the minimum focus distance. It is amazing. If we are going to talk about storytelling, then check out this sequence of these incredible shots I took in my backyard. And I'm sorry, they're not incredible. I understand that. But I just wanted to show you what I mean. I'm standing farther away to get a shot at 18 millimeters, 30 millimeters, and then 50 millimeters. Wide, medium, close. Kind of that storytelling method. With the Sigma 18-50, however, a totally amazing thing is the ability to get wide angle macros. So when I saw this detail at 50 millimeters on the tree, I got in really close for some extreme close-ups. I even had to take the lens hood off to get the last one, and I was blocking out so much light because I was so amazingly close, and the camera and the lens was still focusing. And just for fun, here's another shot of a leaf I found just to show you how impressive that close focus can really be. Another thing that's really nice is that the manual focus is nice and smooth. It's very, very fun to use. Fuji has kind of a crappy manual focus system with some of their best lenses, which is really weird. It's a little jittery, but with the Sigma, the manual focus is smooth, it's accurate, and I really enjoy using it. And of course, as far as the image quality is concerned, these photos look great. I spent almost all my time using the Sigma 18-50 with Fuji's newest 40 megapixel sensors, and I think all the photos look really good. Even though it's been extremely cold and cloudy and rainy here in Omaha, Nebraska, and snowy, taking a lot of photos in somewhat darker conditions, right? In the winter months, my photography, the way I kind of look at the world gets a little bit darker, so I don't mind some blur and I don't mind bumping up the ISO. It kind of comes with the territory at this time of the year. And the Sigma totally keeps up with me, even in some of these a little bit more difficult conditions, giving me as much quality as I could hope for, even when using ISO 6400 and beyond. This example, for instance, is one of my favorites. It shows how beautifully the camera renders the out of focus areas. And even though I'm at ISO 6400, the details are all there on that stem. Here are a few more in extremely dark conditions. I'm shooting with ISO 6400 and f2.8, trying to keep my shutter speed as high as possible as a storm moves in. The autofocus did an amazing job in these difficult conditions and locking in even as the plants moved in the wind. In good light though, the photos look even better. In this shot of the motel sign, the color, the contrast, the detail, they all look fantastic. And then this photo of the Omaha skyline in fading light at ISO 400 looks really impressive. Even at f2.8, I can see a lot of detail, and when you zoom in, you can see these birds flying way in the background. Each individual bird actually stands out. I think this is going to be a great print. I've been using this lens as my main product photography lens. It renders details well, and the minimum focus distance helps me do all I need without switching lenses. When you match the impressive image quality that comes out of the lens with the versatility you get with the focal range and the ability to do macro photographs, you've got a pretty awesome and affordable lens. This is why competition is so important, because I like this lens a lot more than the much more expensive Fuji option. So some negatives, is there a little vignetting at times? Yeah, I mean, a little bit. Are there sometimes some color aberrations here and there? Yes, but these are easy to fix. And for my style of photography, I really barely notice these flaws, and they're pretty minimum. And also, I know I'm kind of a jerk for suggesting it, but you know what, Sigma? A couple, like if we could have got to 24 millimeters, it's ridiculous, I know. It'd make the lens much bigger, but hey, that's a little bit, I miss a little bit of that wide angle range. In the end, the Sigma 18-50 2.8 contemporary lens really surprised me. I was not expecting to like this lens that much, and I can't wait for my own copy to arrive and for the weather to get a little bit better out here so I can get out and do more shooting. And I'll make sure to do more follow-up videos as I do more photo walks, take more portraits, do more landscape photography in better weather. So if you have any questions, ask them below, and I'll see you next time.